Shall I shut up? Is that good? Am I alright? Or do you want me to do... I'll just tell you quickly about what I'm doing in the future. I can't remember now. What I can tell you about now. I'm working on a few things that you'll love. I'm working on one thing that you will absolutely love, and I can't tell you about it. But it's so exciting, and I can't even talk about it. I can't, because then I can't even say a word. I can't tell you anything about it. And I'm working on another thing that you will really admire. And I might be working on something else that's really funny. And what else? Oh, and I'm working on another thing. Well, I'm working on a sketch show, directing, not in it, a sketch show with very funny, posh people. It's really interesting, who live near where I live in the Cotswolds, but proper posh. When someone gives you their address, and the address is The Abbey. Not Abbey Close or number 5 Abbey Lane, but The Abbey. You know that you're dealing with serious poshness. And because that's doing a pilot TV show with seriously posh people is their access to facilities. A polo club, a helicopter, 4 Rolls Royces if you want to do it. Oh yeah, no, I'll ring up Jeffrey, he'll bring Rolls Royces. What? Like, just like that. Yeah, no, because if you drive one, I'll tell what? The pilot? So I'm not being paid to do this, but I'm having to go in a helicopter and Rolls Royces, sorry, I don't mind. So that, and it's a pilot for a Channel 4 comedy show, but it's not, it's making fun of posh people in a very clever way, because people who are doing it are cut glass, upper class tops, but with filthy minds. They make me feel like a clicker. So anyway, so that's one thing that is coming up that I'm working on, and I'm writing a book as well. Shall I tell you about the book really quickly? Yeah. I'll pitch it to you. It's a comic autobiography. I don't know if those of you know, I wrote The Man in the Rubber Mask about being a Red Dwarf, and I wrote a book about the first year that I left home and I was hideously vulgar, which I've just reread and it was quite depressing. Now I have a son that's coming on for the same age and is much worse behaved. Which is called Thin He Was and Filthy Hair. So I'm now writing a book about, which it isn't a sort of linear autobiography, it jumps around, but at the moment its title is Engines and Ballet. And brackets underneath that title is How My Mother Tried to Make Me a Homosexual and Failed. And, I did have a quite eccentric mother. She passed away in 2001 and we all miss her very sadly, but she was an extraordinary woman, but quite eccentric and unusual. And when I was 5, my sister, who I stayed with last night, showed me a picture. We went to a fancy dress party, a charity fancy dress party when I was 5, and I was in a floor-length dress, dressed up as Mary Lloyd. You know, as a 5-year-old, clearly a big fan of Mary Lloyd. Mary Lloyd is the musical star who sang My Old Man Said Follow the Man and Don't Dilly Dally on the Way, a cultural reference for you, and had a little cage with a cock in it, so she's made me a cage. A lot of work gone into this. 5-year-old boy dressed up as a kid. Why do you think I might have problems when I'm older, Mum? And then I went to see then my dad wanted me to do some manly soldier stuff, so he took me to the Royal Tournament, which was a big army display at, I think, Wembley Arena in the 60s and 70s, where you saw soldiers climbing up mountains and shooting each other and making cannons go off. And you also saw the Scottish regiment march in with bagpipes and drums, fantastic, all in kilts. So what do I want when I leave Royal Tournament? A kilt. There's my dad, ex-RAF pilot, member of the Tory party. Oh, bloody hell, it's backfired again! So it's basically stories about that, where that all comes from. And then my brother is a motor racing engineer, so we had go-karts and engines and motorbikes and things like that. So I was sort of, basically taking apart a motorbike engine but wanting to wear a frock. So it's that kind of, what the hell was that all about? It's resolved now. There's one or two men who are excited. I don't wear frocks anymore, and I don't want to. Eddie Izzard does that, he's happy with it. So, no, it was never, and I'd just like to point out that, because some people said, isn't this going to worry some of your readers that you're gay? And I was going, well, maybe it does. But I just wanted to tell you right now that I'm not. And if I was, I would tell you I was, because I wouldn't mind. Because a lot of my best friends are that way inclined. And I don't care what they do with the privacy of their own bodies. Anyway, I will shut up now. You've been fantastic, as always. I'm really sorry I was late. I'm rubbish. I can only beg your forgiveness. I can't even blame SatNav, because the SatNav just said as I drove to the car park, you have arrived at your destination. So I have no excuse whatsoever, I'm just rubbish. Thanks very much, and I'll see you all later on. Okay.
Thank you, Robert. Bye. Did you want to keep down, We're getting everybody to sign our banner. If you could put your signature on our banner. Yes, please, sir.